Hey, it's Dr. Glenn Livingston, author of Never Binge Again, here with another tip to help you stop overeating, stop binge eating, and reprogram yourself to think like a permanently thin person. So what I've got for you today is a little story. When I was 16 years old, I hadn't started dating yet. I was in high school, and my friends had started dating a couple of years ago, but I hadn't started dating. And it was mostly because I had a severe fear of rejection. And I remember one night in particular, there was this girl, and I had the biggest crush on her. Her name was Karen Healy. And I had the biggest crush on her, and I was sitting in my basement and looking at the phone as if it was going to dial itself. And I was almost shaking, that's how nervous that I was. And I was sitting there and sitting there and sitting there, and apparently my dad noticed. And he came over to me and he sat down next to me and he put his arm around me and he said, "Glenn, you can't wait until you feel comfortable to pick up the phone. If you wait until you feel comfortable, you're going to be here the entire time. You're going to be here forever, and you're never going to call for a date." And he said, so what if she rejects you? So what if you don't do it perfectly? So what if you stammer through the whole time? Pick up the phone and call her. And I did. And guess what? She rejected me. But I felt so much better. I felt like I made the right choice. I felt so much better that I actually made the call, and I wasn't paralyzed. I wasn't paralyzed with the fear. And what happens with binge eating is that our inner saboteurs, our inner food demons tell us to wait until we feel comfortable to make a certain leap. That we need to be able to set up our lives to be able to do it perfectly, that the conditions are not really right yet. And it's almost like we're waiting for that phone to dial itself. So don't wait until the phone dials itself. Life is much better when you engage. Life is much better when you, my dad would say when you grab it by the cojones. But life is much better when you move forward like that and you engage. And so, if you are waiting until your inner food demon tells you that it's perfectly okay, there's nothing that could possibly go wrong, you're going to do this perfectly, then you're probably going to be waiting forever. So don't wait for the phone to dial itself. Make a food roll. Take the leap, and you should be happy that you did. If you'd like more help to stop binge eating, stop overeating, and reprogram yourself to think like a permanently thin person on the food plan of your choice, please click the link in the description below and make sure to subscribe to our channel because we've got all sorts of additional great videos coming up for you. Okay, I'll see you soon. Thanks.